sound gets better for you. Okay, this Tuesday, December the 28th, from 6 to 7 p.m. This one will be a little bit later for those of you who work and need time to get yourselves together before you come. It will be Tuesday from 6 to 7 p.m. and the topic is Zero Waste Home Organization Blueprint. Save $1,000 and 10 hours a week. So I am going to give you a jump start on those New Year's resolutions of getting your home in order, getting it organized, and saving money, which is top of mind for all of us. That's probably the most important thing we're all thinking about this time of year. So let's get started with my first Dollar Tree hack for getting all that holiday decor and stuff that you're probably struggling under right now under control. And that is this little coupon holder. Now, you've probably seen these in the office supply section at Dollar Tree. I think they're still $1.25, but this is how they work. They have a little pocket in front. Now, I like to put my thank you notes in there. This reminds me just to make sure to get back to everyone who gave me a gift. And then this is also a great place to put any cash that you got for the holidays, as well as any gift cards and receipts for returns. So this is going to come in really handy when you go to write those thank you notes for items you received, but also just to stick in your purse to do returns. And I really recommend that you do this with your receipts. It's going to save you so much hassle looking for things. We're going to be talking a little bit more about another hack for returning items and getting your car organized a little bit for that as well. I'll show you another option. This one is from Walmart. Same thing, it just has a cute little snap closure and it has these tabs. And I don't think that this one is very expensive either. It's a little easier to organize. So you might want to pick up one of these, or you probably have one laying around the house already. You might want to use this and get all those receipts, coupons, gift cards, cash, and thank you notes organized. I come from the old school where we were expected to write thank you notes. So comment below and let me know. I think we're a dying breed, so comment below and let me know if you are from that tradition as well, if your mom or someone made you write thank you notes for all the gifts you got. We had to do that before we could play with any toys or anything like that. Okay, so I also wanted to let you know that I am going to be, during this hour, introducing you to a couple really good options for you for getting your home organized in the new year. One of them is a deep discount. So keep watching for that. We will get to that shortly. My husband made me a hot cup of tea before he left to go get a pizza. So he and my dog Bella are going to be getting back, and we may get to say hi to Bella. I know a lot of you are fans of Bella. She's done a lot of shout outs to your fur babies. Okay, so second item is going to be, before I talk about that, I want to talk about if you're getting a vision board or a mantra for the new year. My mantra is quality over quantity. So if you're like me in the past, you've shopped Dollar Tree just because it was fun. Oh, okay. Elizabeth says her mom always made her write thank you notes too, especially to grandparents. So yes, Elizabeth, our moms came from the same school of etiquette. But if you have a mantra for the new year, please comment below and let me know what it is. Mine is quality over quantity. So what does that mean for this channel and what I'm going to be bringing you? Yes, I will still be bringing you Dollar Tree finds, especially for home organization. But the prices at Dollar Tree, as well as everywhere else, have gone up. So I'm no longer going to be just going to Dollar Tree, filling my cart kind of mindlessly like maybe I've done in the past. I'm going to be holding Dollar Tree items to a higher standard, and I'm going to be doing that on your behalf. So I am going to be showing you things from Dollar Tree that are great to organize your home, but that also are worth the money. And if I can find it cheaper somewhere else, or if the quality is higher somewhere else, I will definitely do that. So in the coming year, you're going to see me shopping Dollar Tree, but also other discount stores. If you all have a wish list of places you want me to try and show you my favorite items, I'm happy to do that as well. Okay, so let's talk about the second item, which is this $5 car trunk organizer. So yes, this is in the Dollar Tree Plus section. It's $5. I have avoided this section a lot. But recently I've kind of been going over there and checking it out. So let me show you what this looks like once it's all unfolded. I always like to see these items demonstrated before I actually purchase them, and that's one of the things I want to do for you. So you can check it out before you spend the money. This thing folds flat, and so you can store it in your trunk or wherever you want to. But in my opinion, this is one of those things from Dollar Tree Plus section that is worth $5. I haven't seen something of this quality that you can really get for that amount or any less. So what we have here is a rectangular box with two sides that are really, stiff cardboard and a bottom. It's also got two interior handles that are pretty sturdy. They look like they would hold quite a bit of weight. On one end, you've got two pocket flaps, and those would hold, smaller items. And then on the front, you have 2 or 4 large bat netting type pockets. In the middle, you have one middle divider as well as a quarter divider. Now, these are all removable with Velcro. So you could have this all open, or you could remove it and redo it however you like. So why am I showing you this in holiday decor and storage? Because a lot of us have returns. And as one of you raised on one of my last couple videos, you have to be really careful these days about returns and purchases that are sitting in your car. So this is a great option for you either to put in your trunk or the floorboard of your front seat when you are returning those items. And maybe you've got the bags placed in there. This thing doesn't have a cover, but it's easy to throw a blanket or a jacket over, and then you can hide all of those things. It's also a great little product to help you get organized after the holidays with an emergency kit, especially if you live somewhere where the roads are hazardous. You want to make sure that you keep some items in here that are going to help you be safe on the road. So yes, I think that this item from the Dollar Tree is well worth $5. You may even want to pick up a couple of these for your trunk. And my trunk would probably actually fit 4 of these. So I know that you can buy items at a higher price to organize your trunk in your car that are sturdier and better made. But honestly, for my trunk, I really don't need something that costs a lot of money. So that's a great idea for returns. And we already talked about the coupon organizer for your thank you cards, for your gift cards, all those kinds of things. Okay, so I have done, I think, either 3 or 4 holiday episodes this year. And one of them was a lead up to that was organizing things that you kind of put in storage or put away with this hanging pole. Now, I found this item at Dollar Tree, and it's this extendable pole. I believe this is still $1.25. It may be $1.50, but it's in the standard essentials. It's in the cleaning section. The thing I love about this is you can make it smaller to store it, or you can extend it. And I would say, let's see, I'm 5'6", so this is probably 4 feet tall when it's fully extended. So the system that I am recommending to you for holiday storage is using that pole and then getting a set of these bags. Whoops, there goes my pole. A set of these packs. Now, these are the large bags. They come 2 to a bag. But if you can find the extra large bags like this, there's 1 to a pack. Either one of these is going to work really well. They look like this. It's like a giant food storage bag. In fact, you could use this to marinate food in if you wanted to. But the way that I like to use it for holiday storage is to put items that are fragile or breakable. Like this is a little styrofoam candy looking tree. And you're just going to put these in here, and you could put your florals as well. These don't even have to zip shut, but it'd be better probably if you did, depending on where you're keeping it. And then once you've filled several of these, you may want to put stockings in one. You may want to put some breakable ornaments in one. I like to use these as well for my florals, for my silk florals that I use for seasonal. But it's also a great way to get organized. Once you have got all of these in the bags, and you might want to label these just with a printed piece of paper on the front, you can actually loop them through this extendable pole. And then you can mount that in the back of a closet with 2 hooks or 2 nails. Dollar Tree also sells pole organizers that you can split in half and use those to clamp it to the back of a closet. Or if you have a storage area, it's going to save you a lot of space if having these all organized. The other thing I love about this is that you can go through them kind of like a file system and see what you have. You know, I find that I overbuy either after the holidays or before the holidays because I've forgotten what I got last year. In fact, there were a lot of things that I had packed and stored in my holiday big box that were gifts that I had bought for this season that I bought at end of last season. I totally forgotten and I didn't have any time to send them. So a system like this makes it easy to see what you have and get to what you have. But if you keep it in the back of the closet or storage space that you don't need to use all the time, it's a great space saver. So extendable pole from Dollar Tree, a set of bags, that's going to cost you about $3 probably. And it's not something you need to spend a lot more than that on. I mean, you could probably, spend a lot of money and make it more complicated, but you really don't need to. So while we're talking about closets, I do want to let you know that there's a link in my description box. I'm going to put in the first comment as well, my free closet detox course. Now, this is a 5-step closet detox. You may have gotten some new clothes for Christmas, or you may have thought over the holidays, I really am not that confident in what I'm wearing. I don't really like the way I look in these clothes. Maybe you've gained weight, lost weight, whatever. Or maybe you've just got that goal or that resolution. I'm finally going to get my closet exactly the way I want it. Well, I want to help you, and this course is free. It's kind of my way of saying, try out one of my courses, see if you like my style. If you love my free episodes on YouTube, you're probably going to like my courses as well. But there's content in that free closet detox course that you can't find anywhere else, as well as printables that are going to help you work through the process, no matter how big or how small your closet is, no matter how overwhelming it is. We're going to get it done one step at a time, starting with knowing what to get rid of. And that's usually the biggest hurdle for everyone. So check that out in my description box. It's a free class. You just click on the link and it'll take you right to that. All right, so let's move on to the next item. And that will be, all right, so this is something that I found at Dollar Tree lately that I was shocked at. It's with the price increases. And this is something that I think our extra money is helping to pay for. Some of these items that are still priced at $1.25 or $1.50, the quality is going way up. So these are 2 different bags. They either come where you see those little fabric cubes that are kind of flimsy, or they're coming near the cleaning aisle. So one of them says clear storage bag, and you'll see the dimensions and you'll see the picture on the left there. And the other says clear storage bags, but you'll see a completely different picture. So they both say clear storage bags. This one is much larger than this one. And this one's more of an underbag storage. This one is the shape I'm going to show you. So let me get these out. This one would be perfect for wreaths and garlands if you have storage space under a bed. So this one has handles on either side. And as you can see, it's clear, but it does have reinforcement. As you can see, that little grid is kind of reinforced. So to me, this looks like a really sturdy item. So you're going to unzip it and then it lays flat. Now, if you want this to work really well as under bed storage, or if you want to stack these, I recommend you get a piece of cardboard or dry board and just cut it to fit the inside of this container. It's going to be easier to work with if you have a solid bottom, and then it'll allow you to stack these or slide it easily in and out of your bed. They do also come in this solid color, gray color. I believe it's exactly the same dimensions. It doesn't have handles. This to me is really much flimsier, but if you're one of those people that can't stand to see clutter or see things through your storage packaging, then go with the solid colored one. It just, to me, didn't seem as thick of plastic as this one did, but they're exactly the same size. So now let me show you this bigger one. I've shown you the smaller size, the under bed size, and now I'm going to show you this one, which to me is the incredible bargain. So this is the size of this bag. Can you believe that? For $1.50. It has two sturdy handles on each side, and it has quite a nice zipper. Now, these are not the kind of containers that are going to hold like 100 pounds. They don't have anything reinforcing them inside like metal or anything like that. But for the money, they are perfect for all of that bedding you get out for company or holiday throws. Things like this cute little pillow that I got at Aldi at the end of last year. I put my stockings in here laying flat, and as well as 1, 2, 3 throws. You could put all your bedding, comforters, sheets, and pillows for company in here, and then just store it away in your storage area or the top of your closet. I really am liking the clear storage lately, and you can comment and let me know if you are on team solid or team clear. Some of us do better if we can see what's in the package. Some of us find that really, really distracting. So kind of figure out which one you are and go with that. Sometimes I recommend that people use clear storage for things like this, where you don't get into it enough to really remember what you put there. And it's nice to see through it and see, oh, that's all my Christmas throws. Even if you've labeled it, sometimes just a visual reminder is better than having a solid container. And save those solid containers for things you use every day, and you know where they are, you know what they are. Okay, so we're on to the next item. And that is one of my Dollar Tree favorites. Here come Bella and my husband. So she may come and say hi. Please let me know if you have any questions about holiday storage, about what's coming in 2026, about my channel. We had a great holiday season. We spent Thanksgiving with our son. We spent Christmas with our daughter, and we got to see both of our grandkids, and that was a blast. I'm loving being a grandparent. We both decided it's much easier than being a parent because you can give it everything you've got and then come home and recover. Sleep in your own bed, do your own thing. And we didn't have that opportunity when we were parents. So we had a really good holiday. But whether or not your holiday was easy and fun and enjoyable like ours was, or whether it was a little bit discouraging or difficult, I know some of you told me you had losses this year, and my heart goes out to you. We have had tough holidays as well. So maybe some of you are just happy that you're done with the year and ready to move on to 2026. And I totally get that as well. So let's go on to the next item. And that is this little bag. This is another, it's called Closet Essentials. This is a drawer organizer. If you've watched any of my closet or drawer organizing videos, you've seen me use this guy. And this gets mixed reviews by people who use Dollar Tree organizing items, but I'm going to show you why I really love to use it for the holiday. So when you get it out of the box, it looks like this. Doesn't look like much. And when you open it, it's supposed to be something that holds all your socks, your underwear, things like that. It's got very small little containers. These are not extremely durable. So you know, they're rather flimsy, and it may or may not stand up to everyday use. But I'll show you why I love it for holidays, because this zip bottom makes it come open to full size. And we can actually use that little thing as a secret compartment for cards, for any kind of little art that you got for the holidays. Maybe you have art that your kids made or your grandkids made. You're going to tuck that in that bottom area and then just zip it up. There we go. And when you turn it over, all those items are hidden in the bottom securely and safely. And now you can store whatever you want on top. So it kind of does double duty. Sometimes those paper items get rumpled and folded and all of that. And with this, you don't have to worry about it. So what do I store in this? I store all kinds of things. The first and easiest is things like Christmas globes. Okay, so if you have a whole bunch of these and you want to sort them by color or pattern to make next year's decorating even easier, This is a really economical way to go. So you could get maybe 4 or 5 of these at $1.50 each. I'm not sure, they may be $1.25. I'm pretty sure they're $1.50. And there you got your organizing system. So you can just pop those in the top. You can wrap them with tissue paper if you want to, but it's pretty well protected from bumping around. The other thing I like to store is little small decorative items like these. These are little lanterns I got at Dollar Tree a couple of years ago, but they're an odd shape. The other thing I will tell you this, that I've noticed these types of boxes save me from a lot of packing material, and I can see what's in there at a glance. So if I don't need to pack them up or wrap them up in tissue or newspaper, it's so nice because the next year when I get them out, I can see exactly what they are really quickly. So we just pop a couple of these in here so you can see how those are stored. And then the next thing I will store it in there is holiday socks. So maybe some of you collect these or you have people that give these to you. This is the perfect place to store those, as well as maybe holiday ties or scarves or other little accessories that you only use at that time of the year. All right. So I have all kinds of cute little creatures as well, like these little guys, and those aren't breakable. So I can put a couple of those in each of these little cubbies. But as you can see, these have rigid sides. So they will actually, you could actually get your plastic box and you can stack these several tall. And then you know exactly what's in them by sight. You can see at the top, like maybe this is all red globes and then this one's all green globes. And not only do you have those segments stored so that they're not going to break, but you can easily lift one off and get to the next one and see and organize your ornament box really, really easily. This has revolutionized every time I decorate my tree. So you know that the reason we're doing this is because next year when we get out all of these ornaments and all of these decorations, we want to make it easy on ourselves. The other thing I'm going to tell you is as you are packing these things up, you may realize that half of your box you didn't even use. Maybe like us, you've downsized. We downsized from a 6-bedroom house to an 1,100 square foot rental, as you've seen me say a lot of times if you watch this channel a lot. I realized I just was not using all of this stuff and I needed to give it away. So some of it I gave away before the holidays, but while you're packing it all up, it's also a great time just to go through it and be really honest and say, hey, I haven't used this for this many years. I'm going to donate it. I'm going to donate it to somebody that could use it next year. And the hardest thing for me lately, we just got rid of our storage unit. So that was full of family pictures, family memorabilia, antiques, things like that. For me, the things that I didn't pay anything for are the hardest to give away. So comment and tell me if you feel the same way. Things that my kids made for me or things that were handed down from one generation to the other. Something I've been doing that's really helped me is to save a representative of that era or that time period. So instead of saving all my kids' oversized art from kindergarten, save one piece or, whatever era of their life they made me that little trinket from. It's like my kids went through a stage where they made clay objects in art class, just tons of them. So whatever era that was from, save one of those, the one you like the best to represent it, and then get rid of the other ones. So that might help you as you're going through your Christmas stuff and deciding what to downsize. The other thing that I am also doing, like I told you, my mantra is quality over quantity. So the things that are falling apart, and yes, some things that I bought at Dollar Tree in the past that did not stand the test of time, I am getting rid of. And we actually went to our daughter and son-in-law's and I helped her do the same thing. A lot of the Dollar Tree decor she had purchased when she was in an apartment, she realized she was ready to let go of that. And someone else will love it who maybe has their first apartment next year. All right. So what else do we have? Before I get to my next item, I just want to let you know that I have a deep discount for now to the end of 2025. So it's only on deep discount for a few more days. and that is my Organized Life Reset class, and that is on half price. It's usually $49.97, and it's now 20. Hi, happy holidays, El Naturally. So glad to see you. I haven't seen you for a long time, so I hope you had a great year. My class, Organized Life Reset, is on deep discount from $49.97 to $24.97. Now, what will that get you? It gets you a whole house labeling system that you can color code for each area of your house. So if you're having trouble knowing where things go or having family members that have a hard time putting things back, this is worth the price in itself. So the whole house labeling system is one thing you'll get. You'll get 30 individual organizing projects. Now I call this my Organized Life Reset. I used to call it 30-day Organized Life Reset. But you can do this in whatever amount of time you want, because each of these 30 tasks takes about 20 to 30 minutes to complete. So if you have a whole day, you can get a bunch of them done. If you only have 15 or 20 minutes, you can just do one a week, whatever works for your schedule. But I know that this time of the year is the best time to get a leg up on that organization that you've been putting off. And this class is really a no-brainer for you just to click and get started. You'll also get 8 teaching videos where I hold your hand and walk you through step by step, just like I do in my episodes on YouTube. But you cannot find these videos anywhere else, and there are a lot more surprises in the course as well. So you're going to want to go to the description box after we're done with this live and click on that that life organization course, and it's also going to be in the very first comment. When I tag this for replay, I will try and put the QR code on the screen if you're watching on replay. And it's called the Organized Life Reset. And isn't that what we want? We all need a reset before the new year. Okay, let me show you my very last item from Dollar Tree that I love and use for holiday storage organization. And this is probably my favorite. And then if you have any questions, you start firing them off as I get towards the end here. All right, so you may have seen these at your Dollar Tree lately, and they are a hanging travel bag. They look like this. They come in gray and white. I didn't see any other colors. There may be other colors. These are, advertised as a travel hanging bag, and Dollar Tree is not getting it out of the park with travel organization. And I've talked about that in some past videos. I will in future videos as well. Their bags are awesome. I mean, I've been using their travel bags now in my suitcase, and that's all I'm using right now. Are they going to last you 5 years? No. But for holiday organization, they're perfect. And I'm going to show you how I've been using them. But there are endless ideas. So this is just a little hook. And this is all of my cookie decorating. So I've got my icing and frosting. I've got my cookie cutters that are heirloom. I've kind of narrowed it down just to the essential cookie cutters. I don't have a whole lot anymore. I've got my my icing bag, my cake spreaders, and my tips here. I used to just store these all in a big Tupperware type box. But now, because this is so easy to use, I can hang it on my cabinet while I'm cooking or baking, and then I can just open up and zip up what do I need, and then wash it and put it back where it goes. But you could definitely use the same idea for all those little knicky-knackies that we have for wrapping our presents, like tags, tape, ribbon, pieces of ribbon, pieces of wrapping paper that you want to use for something next year. There's a large compartment, a narrow compartment, and there's enough variety here that you're going to have a place for everything, especially when it comes to all those leftover little pieces and bits and bobs of wrapping. So this is my last and final Dollar Tree hack for your Christmas storage, and I hope that you feel like you're ready to get going on your storage. Whatever you do, check out one of the 2 courses that I mentioned in my description box below or in my first comment. And one of those are going to get you started on your New Year's resolutions. Don't miss this Tuesday's live, where I'm going to go into much more detail about how to save $1,000 in 10 hours a week by getting started on getting your house organized. And I know we can all use that in our lives. So I will let you go for now. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday evening, and I will see you in the next one. This is Shannon from Skip to My Life.